Hi friends, welcome to Sri Chaitanya. This is Uma Shankar, All India IIT Coordinator of Sri Chaitanya. Now today I would like to bring a very beautiful analysis of Maths Paper 2 which was conducted in 27th of September in JEE Advanced 2020. And a few days ago I have released one video which is about detailed analysis of Maths Paper 1, and in continuation to that this is about what a Maths Paper 2 detailed analysis. See my friends, this analysis is very useful for a 2021 JEE aspirants, those who are really giving a very good fight. They should know what kind of questions that they are asking in JEE advanced examination, and with the help of this they will change their preparation strategies and all, and this helps them a lot. Now coming to my friends, here in paper 2, of course already I told paper 1 they have conducted 66 marks for mathematics and 66 marks for physics and 66 marks for chemistry. These are the maximum marks for maths, physics and chemistry. Total paper 1 was conducted for what? 198 marks, and there were 3 sections. Section 1 is what? Straight objective questions, maximum mark was 18, and section 2 is what? More than one answer type, maximum mark was 24, and section 3 is what? Numerical value, maximum marks was what? 24, and for each and every section just 6 questions were given, and for first section negative marks are also there. So those who attempted the question, wrongly attempted the question, they got -1 negative mark, and there is no negative mark for unattempted questions. And similarly for numerical value there is no negative mark. This is the good advantage for in paper 1 especially. Numerical value means they may get answer after 0.2 decimal places also. They have given answer in such a way that, and one way they are subject to type of questions, and of course the entire picture depends upon the section 2, which is about more than one answer type of questions. Here partial marks are also allotted. Suppose if any question has marks A, B, C, D, answer as A, B, C, D. If anybody has written A only, they may get 1 mark, B only, they may get 1 mark, C only, they may get 1 mark, or AB, they may get 2 marks, ABC, they may get 3 marks. If ABCD anybody has written, they may get full marks, 4 marks. It's like that. Suppose any other combination if they have written wrongly, then they will lose -2. They will get -2 marks. So that is the great disadvantage with more than one answer type of questions. If you are comfortable of doing or solving problems even in your regular preparation also, especially in more than one answer type of questions, you can do wonders. This is about what paper 1. So paper 1, each subject 66, altogether highest mark was 198. Now coming to paper 2, this is about paper 2, first time in the history of IIT, and they have given again 3 sections. In the section 1, 6 questions are there, they are all integer type. Integer type means all answers are from 0 to 9 only. All answers are only from 0 to 9, not decimals or not something anything more. And coming to section 3 also, numerical value, just like in paper 1. Numerical value means some decimal answers also you may get, but the decimal answers you have to truncate to only 2 decimals. After point you have to take only, you have to consider 2 decimal places. And of course even in partial marks, even in more than one answer again they have given negative marks and partial marks also. And of course section 1 maximum mark were allotted for 6 questions 18, and section 2 maximum marks were allotted for 6 questions 24. Again in section 3 maximum marks were allotted for 6 questions 24, and again even in paper 2 also paper was conducted maths 66 and physics 66, chemistry 66, altogether 128. So for paper 1 and paper 2 together they have conducted the examination for what? 396. Of these 66 marks in paper 2, which questions they have given and what kind of standard they have given, if you have an idea and this information is valuable for your next preparation, you can change the strategies. So on which topics we have to focus, one can understand very easily. Now coming to detailed, see in paper 2 mathematics, question number 1, actually the question number 1 comes under which topic? Complex numbers and hyperbola. Though the question appears in complex numbers, they have given a complexity tinged with what conic section linked with hyperbola, and here the subtopic given on basics of the complex numbers only. Actually, the remark of this problem is both ideas if you are applying. Actually, it is very simple question. If you know the basic concepts of complex numbers, means what is modulus and what is called argument, etc., and basic concepts of hyperbola, problem becomes very easy. Otherwise, it is very difficult, but majority of the people, they considered it as a difficult problem. So, first problem itself, majority of the opinion people, they considered it as a difficult questions. So, this is about what question number 1 in mathematics. And coming to question number 2 in mathematics, of course, clearly the question is under probability. See, read the question very carefully, and of course, in probability also they have given or they have constructed the question under what? Random variable, and even in that random variable also the remark is it is a very straight question on probability. It is a very straight question on probability, and it is, don't say that it is easy, it is a moderate question. This is the opinion from majority of the students. You have to read the question properly, because this comes under what? Section 1. So, only single digit answer you will get from 0 to 9. So, you have to read the question properly, then only you can attempt the answer very clearly. So, this is the topic and this is the subtopic, and this is about the remark of this particular question number 2. And coming to question number 3, my friends, if you read the question very clearly, actually they have given this question from circles chapter. And of course, in the circles chapter, the concept under the circle chapter is the intersection of a circle and a line is given. And remark of this problem is, if you understood the concept of circle and a line, already I told, I have mentioned this point very clearly in our previous video also, especially in coordinate geometry. What I told in previous video, you need to solve all the problems based on s plus lambda l is equal to 0 or s plus lambda s dash is equal to 0. This is one of the favorite topic for IIT. Majority of these times questions were repeated based on this fundamental only, that I have told, I have emphasized more, focused more on this, but the same thing was happened in 2020 paper 2 also, and of course, majority of the people, they consider it as what? Very easy question, very easy question. Now, coming to question number 4 in mathematics, of course, this is the question comes under matrices, my friends, and the subtopic under matrices is what? Trace and multiplication of matrices. And remark is what? It is easy, but only thing is it requires what? Lengthy calculation, time taking. But anyhow, majority of the people, they consider it as moderate. There is no, I mean, it is not somewhat what is called, they have not tested your knowledge or something like that. If anybody is solving the problem very quickly, then they can do this very well, and they will save the time also. But majority of the people, they consider it as what? Moderate question. So, my friends, this also I have mentioned, you read thoroughly all the properties of matrices. They should ask very simple question on matrices. This I mentioned in the previous video also, you just go through that information. And coming to question number 5, see the question itself looking like a very lengthy paragraph oriented one, and this may create some nuisance in the minds of the students also, because of lengthy information, long information, and they will lose the time also. Here, if you have gone through the question very clearly, they have given the 2 different types of graphs, and of course, this is the question completely based on functions, limits, continuity and differentiability. This is one of the hottest topic for a JEE advanced examination. 2 different graphs are given, f of x and g of x. If you know the graphs very well, and if you are drawing the graphs very clearly, that patience is required to solve this problem, then you can do it very easily. If you are familiar with the graphs, then problem is nothing for you, otherwise it is very difficult. And moreover, in IIT examination, though they are concentrating on several times problems repeated on continuity and differentiability, but they are focusing more on what? Composite of the functions, continuity and differentiability of the composite of the functions. So, again I am telling you, please concentrate more problems on continuity and differentiability of composite of the functions at a point, and graphs related to that. And majority of the people, they consider this as what? A difficult question. This is about what? Question number 5 in paper 2 mathematics. And coming to my friends, question number 6, Libet's problem, it is favorite problem. Of course, it seems to be a straightforward question, but the most important point is here majority of transformation techniques and you should practice, and it is a time taken only. Though you are applying L hospital, that is a different story, but it comes under 0 by 0 indeterminate form limits. And if anybody is familiar while applying transformation techniques of trigonometry, then they can solve this very easily, otherwise the problem becomes moderate. I am not saying that it is easy, it appears like it is any problem, but it is a moderate problem. This is about what? Question number 6. They are coming under what? First section. All questions from first section are what? Integer type models. Now coming to question number 7. Question number 7, you read the problem very carefully, and of course here every time whenever we are solving the problems on one or more than one answer type questions, again I am giving the suggestion, you please concentrate more problems on one or more than one answer type questions, that too questions of this type. Which of the following statement is true, or which of the following statement is false, or which of the following statement is correct, and which of the following statement not correct. You have to practice that kind of problem, because though the problem and statement is very simple, but every option is again a individual question. Okay. Now coming to my friends, here this problem comes under monotonicity and differential equations, and of course here increasing and decreasing terms are given in options. So based on that one can easily understand that it is monotonic problem. Of course it is monotonic problem, but differential equation stinge is there. So majority of the more than one answer type of questions they have constructed in what? Instead of asking the questions straight away from the particular topic, mixed questions, linked oriented questions they are asking, and you need to practice very carefully this kind of questions, and of course people, majority of the people opinion as what? It is an easy question. Now coming to, this is about what? Section 2, more than one answer type in maths paper 2. Now coming to question number 8. Of course, if you have gone through the question very carefully, straight away it is from what? Hyperbola, conic sections. This time, first time, even in conic sections, they concentrated on what? Hyperbola, and of course they concentrated on tangent and normal topic. And of course, if you are good at formulas of tangent and normal of hyperbola, problem is very easy. And of course, because of somewhat lengthy process, while solving the problem, it requires some lengthy process, calculation matters actually. Due to that, some people they waste their time also. So majority of the students come under opinion this as what? Moderate paper, moderate question. This is about question number 8. Now coming to question number 9. See my friends, this kind of equations are called functional equations. And if you are thorough with functional equations, and if you have been exposed for the functional equations, then this is very straight question and very easy question also. And similar models were repeated even IIT several times. And if you have good knowledge on solving a functional equation, there is no issue at all. If anybody has no idea regarding this particular models, then that may create somewhat difficult, but majority of the people consider this as what? Moderate questions. Again my suggestion is, functions, limits, contingent and differentiability is the hottest topic for JEE advanced examination. Of that, you need to practice more on what? Concepts of composite functions and functional equations. Again, this is my suggestion. Now coming to this problem, and here of course if you have gone through the question very you can easily identify that it is coming from 3-dimensional geometry, planes chapter, and of course straight away they have asked the problem on projection or image of the point with respect to the plane, and it is a straight question. Of course majority of the people they consider it as an easy question. See, of course so far if you have observed, some of the questions are very easy. So please don't miss the marks exclusively for that, but options are very, very important for you, because it is one or more than one answer type of questions, and negative marks are also be there. Though partial marks are there, but negative marks are also be there. Be careful with the options. That is the only point here to remember. And coming to question number 11, and of course it is what? A vector question. Of course it is vector question. As I mentioned in the previous video, which kind of questions they are asking in vectors? Projections. Yes, this time also they have given questions from projections, area of the parallelogram and angular bisectors. This I mentioned in our previous video also. In vectors, what topics you need to focus. The same thing they have asked in advanced examination paper 2, and of course it is a multi-conceptual questions. Multi-conceptual in the sense, entire question is from what? Vectors only, but several concepts were linked with this problem. And of course, majority of the people consider this as what? A moderate question. This is about what? Question number 11. Now coming to question number 12, see, the problem itself appears a lengthy problem. Here all options are what? Seems to be the difficult one. My first impression is what? It is a lengthy problem itself. Of course, it is coming from a binomial theorem, and the subtopic is Vandermont's theorem, and the remark is what? If you are good of writing summations of binomial sequences, binomial series and binomial standard summations, then the problem is very easy. Of course, with the checking method also we can solve it, but I think anyhow every option is very, very important. But so majority of the people, they considered this as what? A difficult question. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because some people, they make solve one first question or second question, but solving all 4 questions, it takes a lot of time. Due to that only, it becomes the difficult question. And coming to question number 13. Question number 13 asks us this is from permutations and combinations, and even in permutations and combinations also, if you have read the question properly, then only thing is how to convert this into the integral solutions of a linear equation. So gap method problem. If you are confident on gap method, problem becomes very easy. And number of integral solutions, finding the number of non-negative integral solutions and integral solutions, positive integral solutions. This problem comes under that application only, and it is also very easy question. Straight away, they have given this time majority of the questions from algebra from what? Permutations and combinations and probability. So please, even in 2021 also, of course, whomsoever it may be the paper setters, but this is an important area, permutations and combinations and probability, because in your engineering also, calculus, permutations and combinations, probability, they are very, very useful, and applications of mathematics are very, very useful, because they comes in every engineering subject. That is why they are giving focus more on these particular areas. Now coming to question number 14, again they asked the question from permutations and combinations, and this time they have given the question under what? Distributions. Distributions of objects into groups. This is important point here. They have concentrated question on what? Distribution of objects into groups. This is division of this. If you are familiar with this concept, then problem is very easy. Otherwise, it is somehow the difficult problem for some of the students, and it is a straight questions. Even in our regular examinations, majority, more than 60% of the questions and models were repeated in our regular examinations also. The same questions, replica is there in JEE Advanced Final Examinations. That is an advantage of Sri Chaitanya students, and they consider this as easy questions. If you have understood the concept very easily, then problem becomes very easy, otherwise problem would be the different one. Now coming to 15th question, again they have given the question under what? Probability, and of course this time they have concentrated on what? Conditional probability and multiplication theorem. This is one of the important area, especially in the probability. Whenever they are asking the questions from probability, they are focusing more on this particular area only. This I mentioned in our previous video also. The same question was repeated here, but it is a difficult question. Don't underestimate this question, because getting knowledge on conditional probability, that is a different story, but writing the proper notations and writing the final answer is very, very important. It takes time to solve this problem. Because of that only, the problem becomes what? A difficult one. Now coming to question number 16, it is a straightforward question, and several times this kind of model was repeated. See my friends, especially in mathematics, in 2020 JEE Advanced Examination, several questions in mathematics, they asked the same type of, the questions were repeated, the models were repeated with respect to the previous examinations. So this problem also, actually this is very familiar model in Olympiad examinations. They have given the same problem several times in IIT JEE Advanced Examination. The same question was repeated in mains examination also. Even our local examination also, they have given the same question, and it is the problem based on this particular application, f of x plus f of 1 minus x is equal to 1. If you have anybody understood this question properly, then it is a very simple question. Otherwise, the question becomes very simple, and several times they asked this question, and majority of the people that considered it as what? An easy question. So this is an advantage with advanced examination. I was shocked actually because several questions only they based on previous models only. If you have gone through the previous 35 years of old IIT JEE papers, the same models, same type of questions, they were repeated in a 2020 advanced examination also. Now, even this question also. Of course, this is coming under definite integration, and here it comes under integration of biparts formula, and it is also a familiar model, and even several times this kind of models were repeated in advanced examination. It is not at all the new question to the students, but only thing is the familiarity. Familiarity becomes gives maximum confidence to you. So majority of the students, they consider this as what an easy question, and you need to focus this kind of questions also. Compared to paper 1, majority of the questions in paper 2, they came under easy model and moderate only. Very few questions are difficult. Very few questions are difficult. Now coming to question number 18, of course, it is also what? It is the familiar question. Based on this function in a trigonometry, they have given several times questions based on this. Of course, it is a mixed problem, though it is applications of derivatives and with maxima minima, but trigonometric applications will coming under into the picture. And if you are good at solving the trigonometric inequalities of converting them into the quadratic form, then only you will get the answer very easily. Of course, here also the problem is very easy. So what I am going to say is, when compared with paper 1, paper 2 is relatively easy, especially in mathematics. That is the general opinion of toppers and all other students across the country. And see, my friends, this is about Sri Chaitanya's result. In the mains also we got all India first, 4th and 7. In advanced also we got all India open category. I am talking about it. This has happened even in this pandemic situation also. This was happened because of our online programs and our examination papers and our materials. And my friends, soon we are going to start on 14th of September. We are going to start new batches. Please go through our website, Sri Chaitanya Online. This website that I have mentioned here, sricaitanyaonline.com. There you will get complete idea, or you just contact your nearest branch of Sri Chaitanya. They will clarify your doubts. And if you like this video, please share this and subscribe it. We will meet in next video with detailed analysis of physics paper 1, and which will be coming soon. Thank you once again, my friends, for giving this opportunity for me. Thank you. Thank you.